Have you noticed that your toddler seems to trip and fall over on themselves all the time when there's nothing on the ground? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favourite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to share with you 3 possible causes for your child tripping and falling over themselves all the time. So here at My Favourite Physio, we see lots of little ones, and it's not uncommon to hear parents coming concerned that their toddler is tripping and falling all the time on seemingly nothing on the ground. When we carry out a full assessment of little ones to see their gross motor skills, we look at the way they walk, the way they sit, the way they run, the way they climb onto furniture, or the way they climb upstairs. We look at their balance and their coordination. We look at their muscles. So we have a look at their foot bones, we look at their knees, their ankles, their hips, and we'll feel their muscle tone. And very often we find that 3 common causes for little ones who are tripping on themselves are as follows. The first is that little one doesn't seem to be heel striking. So they have reduced heel strike, meaning that they don't lift their foot up properly when they're walking. So they tend to maybe go foot flat as they're walking rather than heel strike on the back of their heel, foot flat, and then push off to walk. Some children are on their toes when they're walking, which means that if they try to run, they'll fall over easily. Number 2, we find that little ones may have their foot turned out or turned in when they're running, which means that they then trip on themselves. If their foot's inside or if they're outside, they tend to be running with their legs flying out, and easily they will trip on themselves if they don't clear their foot properly. The third reason why little ones could be tripping and falling themselves, especially when they're tired, is because their foots are turned out or turned in, so their muscle pull is not correct. And then you'll find that if they're not heel striking properly, their muscles are working a lot on their calves, which means if your child is tending to be more on the front of their foot or even on their toes, their calf muscles are working over time. The front of their shin muscles are working over time. So when they're tired at the end of the day, you're finding they can't lift their foot so much, and if their foot is turned in, it falls in more. If their foot's turned out, it falls out more. So there's that dragging on the foot, and so they seem to fall over a lot. So what's the solution? Very often what we would do is we would assess a child's range of motion in their ankles, feel how tight their calf muscles are, how tight their shin muscles are. In some cases, we might do serial casting to stretch those muscles, and that little one can learn to walk with their heels down rather than always flopping on their toes or feet flat as they walk. Serial casting often is over a 6 to 8 week period to help your little one learn to walk better, and then after which some children need more orthotics to correct their foot posture so they don't turn out or turn in. We also might use things like dictus band to pull their foot up to help them lift their foot up a bit more so they're heel striking. And often it is after 6 to 8 weeks of serial casting, a block of physiotherapy treatment. Now, not all children need serial casting, so they might jump to just having physiotherapy for 6 to 8 weeks to help them build their core strength, to help them build their back muscle strength and their hips and their knee and their ankles, so that they can learn to walk with better ergonomics and biomechanics. So they're not spending so much energy, and as a result, their muscles getting very tired very quickly, fatiguing, and they will trip and fall. So if we work on core strength, we work on correcting their foot posture, correcting their muscle activation when you're walking, they then end up walking better, running better, having better balance and coordination, and you'll find that their falls reduce. So if you've got a little one who you've just been kind of waiting for them to stop falling on themselves, why don't you speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists? Let us help assess your child and find out where we can help your child, because certainly it could be a muscle issue that needs a bit of a stretch with serial casting. The number to ring here at My Favourite Physio is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there who is concerned about that child, telling you about their child falling all the time, or perhaps you've noticed their child's got lots of bruising down their legs because they're tripping all the time, why don't you like and share this video with them? Until next time, have a lovely day. Bye.